And that's really powerful when you feel like you can have control over yourself and over what your brain is doing. Hello, welcome and welcome back. My name is Katryna and I have EDS. I have been gone for approximately 5 months now. In my time gone, I have had a video published by the New York Magazine about my EDS, which is extremely exciting. So I've seen an influx of subscribers because of that, and I just kind of wanted to explain myself. So I've been gone for about 5 months because it's what was best for my mental health. I went through a really rough patch with my EDS, dealing with all the symptoms and all of the mental aspects that go along with it. And focusing on YouTube was focusing on my illness. And focusing on my illness in that regard was really bad for me. I got to the point where I was severely depressed. I was anxious more often than not, but really the depression was the biggest thing. And the depression made it so that I didn't do anything for several months. On top of that, about 4 months ago, I got my hand surgery, which I told you guys I would follow up with, and I did start to record a vlog, and then life happened, you know. So, but my hand surgery is pretty much healed now. I've got a working thumb, and that's exciting. But mainly, I wanted to make this video about why I've been gone, but really I wanted to focus on mental health, because not a lot of people talk about mental health with chronic illness, and it's embarrassing for a lot of people to talk about mental health, and they are really shy about it. So part of the point of my channel is to make people less shy about all the awkward things, like, you know, 24-hour pee test, like taking off your clothes at the doctor, I guess, getting over depression from your illness. Those are just a few examples, and I just wanted to touch a little bit on the depression aspect of it today. I ended up going and seeking a therapist, which I would advise anybody to do, because therapy is good for everyone, especially if you have a chronic illness. And it's hard to manage feeling like crap all the time and then still feel happy at the same time. It's a very fine line to balance there, and a therapist can help you with some of that. I know that my therapist has been working on me doing more things that I enjoy to do and less of the things that I don't enjoy doing. She's making sure that I can try to make new friends and do new things and have new experiences despite my chronic illness. And sometimes it just takes a person that's in a third party, you know, somebody who's not related to you, somebody who has nothing invested in you one way or another, to tell you, hey, you can do these things, or hey, this is what I think is good for you. So that's what I've been doing with my 4 months. And until now, I haven't felt like I was personally able to come back to YouTube, because I wasn't there, you know? And if I were to try it, it would have been forced, and that's not the kind of videos that I want to produce. So yeah, I'm here to preach about therapy, because therapy is great. Don't you hate it when a phone call interrupts your train of thought? Me too, but that's alright. It was Brandon, so I can't be that mad. Basically what I'm making this video is because I think it's really important that people start to talk about mental health and about therapy and about taking care of your mental health, because everybody takes care of their physical health, and it's common to go to the doctor to get a physical or anything like that, but when you start talking about mental health, it makes people feel really uncomfortable a lot of the time, and I just want to make it a little bit more comfortable to talk about. I decided to go to therapy because I was in a really rough place. My EDS and my cyst, my cyst got diagnosed, you know, 4 or 5 months ago, and it was really hard to handle that. And there's a lot of things that go on in your mind when you realize that, you know, you're sick. You will always be sick. There is no cure for it, and you just have to keep on going. So it was hard for me to keep on going, doing what I needed to do, taking care of myself, finding joy in the things that I want to find joy in, and maintaining a YouTube channel at the same time. So for me, something had to give. And I think for a lot of other people, that happens too. But what I think a lot of people don't do is, I don't think a lot of people end up going and seeking professional help. They'll go and try things like self-medication. They'll go and try meditation, or they'll try YouTube videos or YouTube therapy, or texting your therapist or whatever. I think it's called BetterHelp. But they won't go and have the balls to sit down with a stranger and say, hey, I have problems and I need help fixing them. Can you help me? And it takes a lot of courage to do that. But once you do, it makes you feel so much better. At least that's what it did for me. For me, I was able to see past the depression, and I'm still severely depressed, but my depression doesn't have a hold of me now, and I'm trying to take a hold of it instead. So, it's just, I don't know. My depression doesn't have a hold of me now. It's still there, but I can find joy in things that I used to like to do, and I can try to do new activities, and I have these new experiences to go and put in depression's face and be like, hey, I'm still doing fun things. You don't have a hold over me. And it's because of my therapist that I have the ability to do that now. So yeah, therapy is really important, and I would urge anybody and everybody, no matter if you're chronically ill, no matter if you're healthy, no matter if you're a mother or daughter, whatever, everybody could benefit from a little bit of therapy. And what I'm focusing on in therapy is cognitive behavioral therapy. Basically, your feelings impact your thoughts, and your thoughts impact your actions. So by understanding those three things and breaking them down one by one, step by step, you can start to understand why you do the things that you do, why you feel the way that you feel, and how you can change it. What actions you can do to change your feelings, to change your thoughts. And that's really powerful when you feel like you can have control over yourself and over what your brain is doing. And especially when you're chronically ill and you don't have control over your physical health, it's really nice to have control over your mental health for once. That's really beneficial. It gives you a sense of power, and a sense of, I don't know what the other word is, but yeah, it gives you power. And in a world where you don't have a lot of power or a lot of control over what happens in your life, it's nice to have that. So that's my speech about mental health. Physical health, though, mine is miserable. You may be able to tell. It's awful. We're still working on that. I have some referrals into a bunch of different doctors. I'll probably make a new video on it, but, my physical health has been getting worse in the past 4 or 5 months, and I'm trying to not let my mental health get that bad too. That's really what I'm trying to drive home, is if you're struggling or if you're unhappy, then do something to change it. Do something. Don't just sit there. Don't accept that that's how the way that it is. You can change it. You may not be able to change your situation, but you can change how you interact with your situation. And that part's key. So, yeah. If you have any questions, or you need a friend, or you need some more support, I can definitely link you guys some resources to seeking help and seeking therapy. Like I said, cognitive behavioral therapy, that's worked wonders for me, and it helps a lot of people too. It's a great place to start when you're just seeking out therapy, because it really just gets you to analyze your own thoughts and your own feelings, and but yeah. So anyway, thanks for watching this video, and if you like it, go ahead, leave a like. If I'm full of shit, leave a comment, I guess. And if I'm not, then that's great too. But anyway, hope you guys have a great day. Stay happy, stay positive, and peace.